How do you interpret subtle topography for drainage basins? Imagine trying to find the edges of a hidden puzzle on a landscape that looks mostly flat. Small changes in land elevation can tell us a lot about where water flows and how drainage basins are shaped. When topography is subtle, it means the land doesn't have big hills or deep valleys, but gentle rises and dips. These tiny differences are still very important for understanding how water moves across the land. Water always flows downhill, and on a topographic map, this flow is shown by contour lines. These lines connect points of equal elevation. When you see contour lines forming a V shape, that usually points upstream toward higher ground. Following these V shapes helps you trace the path water takes, even if streams are not visible on the surface. The highest points along ridges or hilltops act as natural boundaries, called watershed divides, separating one drainage basin from another. In areas with subtle topography, these divides might not be obvious ridges but gentle rises or slight changes in slope. To find them, you need to look closely at the contour intervals, which are the differences in elevation between lines. Small elevation changes can still influence where water collects and drains. Using detailed topographic maps or digital elevation models, which are computer-generated representations of land surface elevation, makes it easier to see these subtle features. Mapping drainage basins involves measuring the highest points surrounding a stream or river. These points mark the boundary of the watershed. You can also calculate the shape and size of the basin by looking at the area it covers, its length, and the difference between its highest and lowest points, known as basin relief. The slope gradient, or how steep the land is, also plays a role in how quickly water flows and how much runoff occurs during storms. Understanding these small topographic features is essential for managing water resources, predicting floods, and protecting ecosystems. For example, knowing where water will gather during heavy rains helps in designing effective drainage systems or conserving wetlands. Even tiny elevation differences can change the timing and volume of water reaching rivers and streams. So, interpreting subtle topography for drainage basins is all about carefully reading contour lines and elevation data. It involves spotting gentle rises, low ridges, and slight slopes that define the boundaries and flow paths of watersheds. This process helps us map watersheds accurately and manage water systems better, ensuring we protect both our environment and our communities.